What's up, guys? How's it going, everybody? My name's Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new Blitz News video. And today we're going to go on ahead and discuss some Dragon Ball Z Kakarot stories. So we've got some discussion about some DLC stuff. We've also got some other discussions around the game itself, including some updates that are going to be added very, very soon, including some time travel elements. So this should be quite exciting. And of course, in addition to all of those elements, as if they are not enough, I do have a quick question for you guys in regards to the game as well. So first and foremost, of course, I want to thank you guys so very much for tuning in. If you can, please go on ahead and show the video some support by hitting that like button. That would be very much appreciated. But in addition to that, I want to go on ahead and obviously start by saying that I had an absolute blast playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We played the main story, we did a few episodes of the post game, and we've done quite well so far, setting up our entire roster across the different community boards, as well as starting to power up on a pretty consistent basis the actual characters that are playable and some that are just support characters in the game. So basically what I'm getting at is that there is a ton that I have already experienced with this game, so I feel like I've got a pretty good understanding of how the game works, and I've got a pretty good understanding of what's good about the game, what's bad about the game, and what is just kind of average and mediocre elements about the game itself. Now, with that in mind, let's go on ahead and just simply lay down the biggest flaw in the game, and that is the fact that if you are like me and you were quite thorough throughout the game, but you still missed a few side quests, you might be very, very frustrated because, for example, I'm sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, I literally am missing 3 soul emblems right now, and I can't complete the game. I can't 100% complete the game because I missed out on those few missions. That's very annoying to me. I'm super duper frustrated by it. But I have some good news because apparently they have indeed confirmed that an upcoming update to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot will allow us to travel back in time and complete missed quests, which is awesome. I'm super duper stoked that Bandai Namco has decided to go on ahead and go this route because honestly, I think that it's just such a smart addition to the game, especially when you consider the fact that there's literally a vehicle in the game that is all about time travel. The whole, ship that's assembled by Trunks, and when he travels from the future to the present, or I guess, yeah, to the present, and delivers the news about Goku and the androids, it totally makes sense that we should be able to then possibly walk up to that Capsule Corporation time machine, the one that is located outside the Capsule Corporation building, where you unlock future Trunks as a playable character after you finish the main campaign. You head over to that area, and you would then go on ahead and use the time machine to travel back in time to the different sections that you might have missed. I think that's a really, really cool idea, and I'm so glad that they went ahead and gone back to this kind of decision making, because I know that the argument that a lot of people will make is that when you play the game, they give you a warning and they say that some subquests may not be accessible ever again if you've missed them. So I understand that you could say, well, you were warned, but if you were playing the game like I was, like we did 50 parts, we recorded 50 parts for this game. We had such a thorough walkthrough, like we basically did not miss anything, or at least that's what it seemed like. And then suddenly at the end of the game, I'm like, wait, what the heck happened? How did I miss this? And we did end up missing a few missions. So that was very, very frustrating. And I'm glad that we now will be able to travel back in time and solve those problems. So that is our first bit of news, which is awesome. Our second bit of news was actually on the DLC side of things, and that was from a Shonen Jump Jump magazine, where they discuss video game news over in Japan. And that little preview does definitely point to the fact that the first DLC details hint that there is going to be some new Saiyan lore, which I think is super duper cool. I think that's kind of neat. But in addition to that, the other thing that was quite interesting about the release from the Shonen Jump magazine is the fact that it points and mentions specifically something around the fact of a mysterious tree with a recognizable shape. Seemingly, such a stage will also be in that DLC. So, what does that mean? Well, there was a few different ideas. A lot of people jumped towards the fact that Planet Beerus has that tree on it, so that would be the one that would make sense, especially because we did see the data mine leak a little while back that pointed to the fact that Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta was in the game, or at least the character model was. And I'm trying to remember who else. Oh yeah, Beerus and Wiz themselves were also in the game. So those are all things that have been already data mined. So a lot of people were pointing out that Battle of the Gods is probably going to be one of the DLC packs. And I agree with that. But I almost wonder, could there be possibly also a reference within this Shonen Jump leak to actually the Tree of Might movie from Dragon Ball Z, which would then obviously possibly introduce what was his name, Turles, I think, or it wasn't Turtles, was it? I think it was Turles. I think it's Turles, I'm pretty sure. And that particular character was kind of obviously the main movie villain, and he almost seemed like an evil or villainous version of Goku. So it would be interesting if he would be brought into the game, as well as the two minions that he had. I think that could be kind of an interesting DLC pack. Now, for me personally, I don't think a lot of people jumped also to say, oh, well, they're going to do Dragon Ball Super as DLC. I doubt it, because you can literally do a whole game for Dragon Ball Super. I just don't think that DLC is almost big enough to warrant the entirety of the Dragon Ball Super saga. So I think what we will get is probably a few movies. And my guess, if I had to guess, would probably be Battle of the Gods, maybe Tree of Might, so that we get something a little bit old school, a little bit new school. And then I would personally love to see the last piece of DLC. If we end up getting like 3 of them, I'd love to see Broly. It would be so cool if the legendary Super Saiyan Broly was actually a playable character in this game. Imagine, that would be so freaking cool. I'd love to see that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I guess that's kind of another request that I wanted to run by you guys is, basically, let me know what is your current favorite character in the game, and then also what is the one piece of DLC that you would love to see in this game that you would be like, okay, even if it's 20 bucks, I'll pay for it. So let me know in the comment section below. For me personally, I would probably say that it would be something themed around the legendary Broly film, so that it would be maybe you traveling over to that particular planet and then playing as Broly when he trains up as a kid, when they escape planet Vegeta. I think that would be super duper cool. And then slowly but surely you travel back to Earth and you face off against Goku and Vegeta and so on and so forth. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Now, the last bit of detail that I wanted to just go on ahead and run through is indeed the fact that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot has sold very, very well. In fact, so well that it was the #1 best-selling game on the NPDs for January 2020. It defeated games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, Madden NFL, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Grand Theft Auto 5, NBA 2K20, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart 8, Ring Fit Adventures, and Red Dead Redemption, who all round out the top 10 in that order. So it seems like there's a lot of fans of Dragon Ball Z, so it seems like many people seem to be relatively happy with this game. It has been reviewing kind of in the middle of the pack sort of overall like scale, but I don't know. For me, I think maybe there's an element of nostalgia, but I've had such an absolute blast with this game, and if I had to personally give it a rating, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. It's not an exceptional game, but it's a great game, and it's a lot of fun. Now, with that in mind, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought of the news here for today. Most importantly, like I said, I definitely would love to hear from you guys in regards to the DLC, because that's the thing that we get to look forward to with this game, because now that we've played the whole game, there's only DLC that we can await to see what is next. Have an absolutely fantastic day, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.